Okay, y'all. So it's here. It came in the other day, and this is the overfill for the Bobcat tank. You know, this one is busted up here. So it looks like it's the same exact one. So the first thing I'm going to do is look at that. So that looks like a 9/16. So let's get that out. Looks like it's just these two. Cool. One. So it's pretty simple. Let me put, so we got a clamp right under here I need to get off. Yeah. Okay, so get something over this damn big grease. Right, all this grease right here, man. I'm trying to get that shit all over me, man. I've never done anything like this before, y'all, so y'all just have to kind of bear with me. Okay. Okay, looks like that'll get it off of there. Okay. You got another one right there too that you got to get off. It's not a problem, it's just hot as hell. Okay. That soak on there for a minute. And I'm not opposed to replacing these lines either, you know. We'll just have to see how worn out they are. All this stuff's got to be original stuff, man. Pretty easy though if you get this one off down here. Let me find something. Yeah, it definitely got a hole right there though. Y'all can see that. That thing is bad. See if I can get this on there. Y'all see, man. How long is that one on the bottom? Yeah, that ought to come right off, man. Damn. Man, I'll reach up in there and cut that damn thing. Y'all see, man. Let's just cut the nipple off the bottom of the damn tank here. I ain't gonna keep playing with it. And there it is, y'all. Okay, we'll get to that in a minute. Let's go on and get the line cleaned up. All right. Y'all see, man. That'll do it. Let me grab my trash can so I can pull some of this trash out here. You want air to be able to get all around the radiator, man. That's just unacceptable right now. Let me get my shop back. Nice and clean in there. All right. Now that wasn't hard at all. So I'm gonna fill it up with water this first time, and I'll add coolant to it after I know that it's not leaking anywhere else. Yeah, I'm just gonna fill it up. Yeah, man. Okay, y'all, what's up? What's up? It's Sunday morning. It's about 10:30. So this thing has a leak right here. There's a leak somewhere on this because you can see it dripping. And this is the grapple bucket. So you can see it's leaking from somewhere. So this plate right here, it's like an angle, it comes off and it exposes all the lines in there. So I'm gonna take it off, and I'll probably do a voiceover on this video because of the fan. I'm not gonna be out here sweating. So we'll see what I need to replace. I might just need a line, might just need to be tightened up. I don't know. So we will see. I've had this thing off before, so I kind of know what to expect here. This bit right here done got bent too much. To clean it off. It's really real wet right here, so it tells me it's a terrible design. What they do when they build these things, you see, look at this hard edge right here. That will cut a hydraulic line. So going back, I'm going to definitely put something right here on these edges here. I mean, that's sharp, man. I can't believe they do that, dude. That's just, you know, I don't know, man. I just, of course, you know, I'm not an engineer or nothing, so. Yeah. So it's leaking right here somewhere, so y'all can see right there. It's leaking somewhere right inside here. So. Yeah, I don't know which one's leaking though. You can see it right there too. Damn, man. You might have to take both those lines out. You might unhook that cylinder and everything. But what you don't want to happen is you don't want to get on a job and that thing bust on you. While it's holding something heavy. You spray hydraulic fluid all over you. This is going to be a little bit more in depth than what I thought. I think we're good on this side. The It's this side over here, so I'm gonna put y'all on time lapse and I'm gonna clean it up. So I pretty much isolated it to where it is. It's going to be one of these lines right here, and it's not leaking where it's into the cylinder. But see, the thing about it is, it's not major, but it's something that you're going to have to replace one of these lines right here. Well, you got to take this cover off, and to take the cover off, you got to pull this pin. I mean, it ain't hard to do, but it's pretty time consuming. Yeah. But it's gonna be right here. Of course, it's one of these lines right here, I think. So I'm gonna pull them both off and look at them, but you can't get in it right here. So they have to kind of make it like that where you don't get hung on everything. But if I replace both these lines right here, we're talking about $70, maybe not even that much, probably. But of course, when I go back with it, I'm gonna figure out a way to round this edge right here. If that edge right there ain't cutting it, dude, that ain't gonna get it. Let me turn the fan off for a second. This is a pretty time-consuming job, more than what you might think, because it's not leaking up at the cylinder here, so it's not none of these ends. It's not leaking on these ends either. These are all dry. It's leaking from this point right here that way. And if you look at these edges here, look at that, is sharp. That inside there, that angle iron, that is sharp, man. Real sharp. You cut yourself on that. So if it'll cut me, it'll sure cut the damn hydraulic line. And that's what's happening. Because when you open these things up and close the grapples like this, well, these things, they move. You know, they move a little bit, and just enough to, I mean, hell, it wouldn't take much to rub. I'm surprised if it even lasted that long. That's a kind of a terrible design, y'all, ain't it? You know, as long as they lay flat down, you're good. I'm going to put something in there to stop that from happening. I want them to lay flat down. Now, ain't nothing I can do on the other side of it coming out. But from where the fluid was at, you can tell it's coming from one of these two lines. So the next thing to do is kind of a big deal, is you have to take this cover off. Okay, so that's pretty time consuming because you got to take this pin out, and that's the whole pivot point of the whole grapple there. You know, well, not the whole grapple, but the cylinder there. It's a pretty big deal. But they have to have, you know, I bought these, right, you know, when I bought this thing, I wanted the ones with the covers on it, man. Sometimes that's good because they'll last longer, but when they go down, that's not so good. So, and this is an expensive grapple bucket. It's not no cheap one. It's probably about $4,000. Now it probably costs, ain't no telling, probably $5,000. I don't know. They're expensive. And I've had it ever since I bought the Bobcat. I bought it like the day after. I paid about $4 grand for it, but you probably couldn't buy one of these for $4,000 now. It's heavy duty, man. Look at that steel on there. Well, at the end of the day, you know, a lot of guys might say, man, dude, hook it up to the machine and see which one of them is leaking. It doesn't matter at this point, you know, because no matter what, we know it's leaking from this side, right? And we know that I can't, you know, bring the machine in here and spending 10 minutes turning this thing around and hooking the machine up. I mean, there ain't no patch kit for a hydraulic line that I know that I do anyway. So no matter what, the end result is you're gonna have to take this off, and you're gonna have to replace one of these lines. But the way I roll, I'm going to replace both of them just because I'm not taking this off and not be all I can be. So yeah, and I've taken it off before. It's a pain in the butt, man. But I didn't have no skills then. I just, something got caught in here or something when I first got it, and it snatched the whole line out. But I didn't know anything. I was out on the job, and I fixed it out on the job. I'm here at the house. There's a lot of things that I can do. One thing about it, everything is so freaking heavy, everything. And lining this thing back up, because you got to line up, yeah, it's a little bit of a job, man. It ain't nothing I can't do though, you know. I just don't know if I want to do it right now, because I got money I can go make too. I need to go over to the bamboo site and finish cutting that piece over there. But see how it's in my way. I don't want to be out in the heat, in the sun, working on this thing. So my thinking is, I got the Skag already on the trailers, going over there and do my work, settle up with the bamboo site owner, get a check, and then come back home, eat lunch, you know, and this evening come out here and fool with it. I don't have to do it all in one walk, because I have to get the hydraulic lines. But when I leave here to go to work in the morning, I want to have both these hydraulic lines with me, because I'm gonna be right over there hovering all around that hydraulic shop, right up the street, you know, right over here from where I live at. So yeah, y'all, I'm gonna put y'all on time lapse. Let me make a couple calls real quick so I can make sure that the bamboo site owner is gonna be able to pay me today. If he can't pay me today, then I ain't doing it today. And one bad thing about this thing, I don't know if it's this or the fittings. These grease fittings, they're all screwed up. I mean, one of them, this one right here, don't even have a grease fitting in it. I was pumping grease in it, and they won't never take grease. So when I pull this pin out, I'm gonna be loaded it up with grease. This one too, so you can see it. I mean, I don't know what the deal is, but it won't hold grease. But I've had this ever since I got the Bobcat, so and you see it works fine. But we're not going to have a hydraulic line leaking and coming out like that, because even though I'm not using the machine a lot right now, you know, in the wintertime I will be. So I'm going to address all this stuff if I got time. I'm making time today to do some things around the house, so this is something that needs to get fixed. So yeah, and Bobby seems to be running real good, y'all. I mean, I ain't had no issues with Bobby. So you can see how, in order to get to the cylinder, you got to take this one out too, so you can remove this whole, pick the whole cylinder up. See, you can slide it all the way up, but look, you can't get to none of the fittings. I mean, you might be able to get to that fitting, but man, hell no. I'm gonna take the other one off, man. I'm not gonna. It won't go up no further than that. If it go up about, man, I mean, I wouldn't be opposed to making this thing about that much shorter. And I push it all the way up, I can get to both the lines without having to take this off. And now I gotta take this one out. See? Yeah, that's where I'm at, y'all. That wouldn't be a bad idea right there. Cut this thing about right here to where it'll come in about another 1.5 inches. And then see, you could reach that fitting right there. Yeah. So we need a swivel on this end. Y'all see how the line is twisting up? That's not cool, man. It's a lot of tension on it. So you got to pay attention when you're doing this. So I got to remember that the top one on here goes to the first fitting on here. So I'm going to take them both off. Now, I don't know if that fitting's supposed to work like that or not, but obviously when I put it back on, I'm going to put that end on first. And yeah, man, and then feed the line through, because that's not cool. So I think that's the one that might be leaking, but I don't know for sure. But either way, worst case scenario, you know, is both of them are leaking, and there ain't no sense in going this far if you're not going to take them both off, you know. So I mean, if I weren't trying to figure out which one leaked, I would just cut it right there. You know, I'd just cut the line, you know, if I knew for sure that that one was the one leaking. But if it ain't leaking, then I want to save the one that's not leaking. So yeah. So top here goes to the first here. That's going to be the short line, and then the long line, it goes on the bottom. I know I've said that like 3 times, but I want to be able to refer back to this video so when I'm putting it back together. So yeah, y'all. So you guys can see right here, I flipped the cylinder upside down and put it back in the thing and put the pin in so I can get leverage on that second line. So that's a wrap on this one. So it's going to be the big one, y'all, the long one. The one I got right here in my lap, it looks really good. I mean, I don't see any I don't even see a nick on it or nothing. Yeah, and I know it wasn't leaking from the fittings. So other than replacing this right here, the O-ring, this O-ring right here looks kind of wore out. So we'll put another O-ring in there. I had the hydraulic shop will do that. Yeah, this line looks really good, man. Y'all gotta admit, there's not a blemish on it. Now, let's get over here to the other one. Okay. Y'all can see right here. I don't know if y'all, I guess y'all can see that. There's a nick. There's a big wear right there. I mean, it's all the way down to the metal. I think it's leaking from right there. And then there's another big nick right there. So, you know, and then there's a, you know, it's just getting ate up. So this is the one that needs to be replaced. And yeah. But I'm going to tell the hydraulic shop that I need a swivel on both ends. I need a male swivel for this, and of course this one like this, because when you try to tighten it up into the thing, it's not letting me. You know, it's turning the thing, and it puts a lot of tension on it. So this is definitely the one that's leaking. So now what I'll do is I will, I got some plastic covers that I'm gonna put over the holes in the cylinder there where these go, and so no moisture or nothing get up in there. Yeah, I want to swivel on this end, man. Otherwise, what you'll have to do is you'll have to tighten it up into the cylinder and get it as tight as it'll be, so you don't have this thing trying to braid itself. And then once you get it, then you can feed it down through there. But yeah, we'll figure all that out when we get ready to put everything back on there. Good thing today though, mission accomplished. It's one step at a time. So this right here is well, you saw how time consuming it is, about an hour and a half to get everything off. And yeah, what I may do is just move the pressure washer out of the way and just slide this thing. What I may do is just move the pressure washer out of the way and just slide the whole thing right up against the bench right here. So tomorrow when I get off work, I can put the hydraulic lines back on. Because I don't even want to, I mean, I got all my tools on it. Everything I need is right there. So yeah. So that's part 1 or 2 on this particular thing. I'll kick it.